a couple of weeks ago when we were out in training camp, we got the opportunity to talk to Amari Cooper. And one of the things that he told us was he makes his own internal mental list of people that he kind of wants to embarrass when he gets out there on the field. Do you have your own list of wide receivers that you're like, I would love to shut that person down and embarrass them today?
I feel like that about everybody, whoever lined up in front of me.
And as far as other cornerbacks that you want to see Amari embarrass, do you have a list of those too?
Yeah, since he's on my team, I hope he embarrasses everybody.
I was noticing that while we were out there at practice, you and Al Harris were on the sideline. This was during special team stuff. Y'all were, throwing back and forth, and he was trying to skip balls off the ground, all sorts of stuff just to kind of get I don't know if it's working on your hands. Are you planning to have multiple or 7 or 8 interceptions this year?
I'm trying to get as many as I can. So I try to, before practice, get as many catches as I can, right before practice, before we go out there and start practicing and stuff. So you throw the ball around a little bit, play catch a little bit, just to, get my hands ready.
Speaking of embarrassing the competition, Giants co-owner John Mara, he's on the competition committee, and he says they're going after taunting because nobody wants to see players out there taunting one another. I think some fans like the taunting, though, Trevon. Where do you come out on that? Do you feel like the taunting is an issue in the NFL?
No, I don't. I feel like it's a part of football. We are grown out here, and if somebody's taunting you, you shouldn't be getting your feelings. You shouldn't be out here. But it's a competitive sport, and it should be a place that we express ourselves. So, as far as taunting, I don't think that should be, a flag or anything like that. I feel like it's a part of football. You just expressing how you feel at the moment.
Do you ever see a taunt from an opponent that you're like, oh, man, that was a good one? Like, you might be mad that it happened, but you're like, that was a good one.
Nah, I feel like it's all, it's all, I wouldn't say disrespectful, but it's all just, part of the taunting. That's just what they want to do at the time. And you can take it how you want. You could take it as, negative, throw you off your game, or you could take it as, motivation and make you want to play better.
What are the rules between teammates when it comes to taunting? When you and CD are practicing, are you just kind of taunting because you're also teammates, or do you go all the way with your meanness?
It depends. It's hard to say that it's taunting. I wouldn't even call it taunting. I just feel like that's being competitive. Like, that's just the competitive nature. Like, I expect someone who just caught a ball on me to, feel good about it and, want to celebrate a little bit. Same vice versa. I feel like it's just all competing. It's a part of the game.
As we're talking about celebrating, we need your help with this. This is something we've worked on the show. Can you promise to never be the defensive back who somebody has a terrible throw and you run up and say no catch, like you directly impacted that negative thing? Because that's something we need to get out of this game.
I can give you that one.
Okay, good. I was hoping we could all agree, because I'm like, you didn't do any, not you specifically, but you're like, you didn't do anything on that play.
I can give you that one.
Can you power rank the hands in the secondary? Who has the best hands all the way down to the worst?
I got the best hands.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody else got good hands, too. I don't think nobody has bad hands. Everybody got some hands. We can catch the ball now.
Well, that wasn't really the question now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Well played, Trevon.
Because everybody used to say Byron, but now he's not here.
Trevon, where are you better in your game from when you left off in Week 17 last year?
Things are starting to slow down for me. Starting to recognize things faster, so I can play faster. And just knowing my technique and my responsibility and what I had to do, just playing a lot faster.
Yeah, that's something else I noticed too. Like there was a special team series going on, and you were calling out what all the other guys were supposed to be doing. As a matter of fact, I think you were like, "Hey, you weren't supposed to be doing this. You were supposed to be doing that." And Curse was like, "Well," and then you had a discussion with him. Mm-hmm. How much more do you know about what everybody else's responsibilities are than you did day one when you got here last year?
A lot. Last year I was more so focused on, my responsibility and what I had to do. But now that I know my responsibilities, I can play fast. I know what I can do. I can learn the person next to me position to help me out. So, just knowing everything and all the pieces on the field, it'll help you out tremendously.
How much do you listen to the outside world or hear the outside world when they talk about expectations for the defense? Because for a lot of people, they're not super high. Is that a motivating factor for you, or do you care at all?
I can honestly don't care about what outside factors say. But, I'm just focused on, what my team, what the defense has, what we're doing today, and what we executing today, and it's all going to fall in place. Nobody knows. Like, they don't know. We don't know. So what is there, to talk about as far as the expectation? Like, they don't know what we do in practice and stuff like that. But I don't listen to outside noise or pay attention to it. Like, it's something that my coach told me in college, like, outside noise is like rat poison. Like, you listen to it, you get affected about it. You listen to it, you can hear people pat you on the back, and that's not good for you, because then you're going to think so highly of yourself, and then you can hear negative noise too. All of it is just irrelevant. It don't have nothing to do with what I have to do or my job or what the defense job is for that day. So, I try not to listen to it.
Now, Trevon, this is going to be a weird question, because when we watch the ones come off the field and the twos go on the field at practice, that's you on your way off, and that's Nashawn Wright on his way in. Nashawn is like 7'8". Is there such a thing as too tall for a corner?
Nah, I think that's perfect. It's hard to throw over him. It's really hard to throw him. Hard to get them fades and things like that. He's tall. I tell him, I say, "You sure you wasn't supposed to play basketball?"
I mean, I guess it's worked out pretty well for him so far, so that's good.
Hey, man, what's the relationship like with Dan Quinn? I know that that's a real fast turnaround for him to try and get a group of guys to become to fight for him like that quickly. But what's it been like, Justin, to what his coaching style is like?
It's real good. He's a player's coach. You could talk to him. He's straightforward. So he brings the team together, brings the defense together, and play as one.
Has Micah Parsons tried to headbutt you at all?
No.
Okay.
His head, I don't want no headbutts. Remember, his head is huge.
That's what I want to do now. I just want to have weird competitions. Who's got the biggest head on the team? We already asked about the hands on the team. I like that.
already.